We're going to take you live now to Melbourne, where Shadow Home Affairs and Cybersecurity Minister James Patterson is speaking.
Okay. Channel 7 in Sydney. Just on the TikTok issue, very concerning. You don't even need to be a TikTok user, and they're tracking us. This seems like the sharp edge of this concern.
That's absolutely right. I mean, this is the remarkable thing. Some Australians choose to use TikTok even knowing it's a risk to their privacy, but many Australians who deliberately don't use TikTok because it's a risk to their privacy are still having their data harvested, and most of them would have absolutely no idea until they read these reports today. Simply going to a website, previously like Beyond Blue, who I pay credit to, has ceased their relationship with TikTok and removed this pixel from their website. But going to a website like that or Sportsbet are having their details harvested unknowingly and tracked across the internet. That's a shocking thing. No one who doesn't download the TikTok app has signed up to that kind of surveillance by a Chinese Communist Party linked company.
How many companies do you know are partaking in this, allowing TikTok to harvest this material?
Well, that's another worrying part of this is we don't know, but I suspect it is many, many companies and many, many websites. Civic Data, the company that uncovered this practice and blew the whistle on it and alerted their clients who they were aware who are subject to this and advised them to remove them, have done a great public service in warning the Australian public about this. And frankly, there is a bit of an obligation on these companies to front up. How many of them have signed up to this service with TikTok? Did they do so knowingly or unknowingly? Are they aware they're potentially breaching Australian privacy law? And now that they are, now that they've been warned, what are they going to do about it? I was frankly very disappointed to see the dismissive comments by a Sportsbet spokesman in the article today. That is not good enough. Australians deserve better protection from companies like TikTok like this, who are engaged in mass harvesting of our private information.
What can consumers do at this point? We're in the dark. We're a bit blindfolded here. There's not a lot of people watching this tonight can do about it.
Well, my advice used to be delete TikTok, and that would provide you some protection, but that doesn't even provide you protection anymore because they're spying on Australians who don't use TikTok at all. And so really the only people who can do something about this are the Australian government. We need the Information Commissioner to step up and do an investigation. I first wrote to the Information Commissioner almost 18 months ago asking them to look into TikTok because of similar revelations. They failed to do so then. They can't fail to do so again. And the Albanese government must act as well. They've commissioned their own report. They've got a bipartisan Senate committee report. Those have recommendations in it which would protect Australians from companies like TikTok. And if they don't act, then I think it reflects very badly on the Albanese government.
I've just got two questions, Senator.
That is where we leave James Patterson speaking about a TikTok tracking tool called Pixel, which is reportedly harvesting people's email addresses, mobile phone numbers and browsing histories, and it's prompting calls for more regulation in that sector, but particularly by way of access to TikTok. And we will have more on that later on in the program.